Mm. Ah, Polar Pop, where dreams come true. What up, YouTube Live? How's it going, everybody? All right, let me post on my social media here real quick. Telling everybody that I am now live at youtube.com/ramascreen1. How's it going? How's it going? Sunday, November 4th, 2018. Welcome back to the weekly show, Rockin' It with Rama Screen Live, right here at youtube.com/ramascreen1. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel. I give out reviews, editorials, the news, um, interviews, of course, from the red carpet or from the press junkets. And I'm covering the upcoming AFI Film Festival 2018. It's going to be fantastic. I go there every year. By the way, before we get to the topics, I just want to say that I'm really, really sad about the news that LA Film Festival, Film Independent, the one that the umbrella of these film festivals, they have canceled LA Film Festival permanently. It's sad, man, but I knew this was coming because the past couple of years, LA Film Festival, they were not organized, including this year. It was terrible. It was very mismanaged, especially the parking conditions. I was like, what? Where are we supposed to park now? And the fact that they divide between the Culver, ArcLight Culver, and ArcLight Santa Monica. I mean, even though the distance between those two are not that far, still though, there's traffic, man. There's this thing called LA traffic. You don't go from point A to point B just like that. You're gonna get stuck at least for 25 minutes out on the road. So it's just not convenient whenever you have something to cover at the ArcLight Culver City, but then you have to go straight to Santa Monica after that. It's a headache. I liked it better back in the day when it was at Regal Cinema. It's just like one place. This year they even like eliminated the whole lounge. There was no tent. There was no place to mingle between filmmakers and the press. Uh, there's nothing. There's no place to relax at. There's no free beer. Oh man, it was so. As sad as I am about the fact that LA Film Festival has shut down, another part of me kind of like understands. It's like, yeah, I get it. I guess they haven't been doing well anyway. So maybe Film Independence says, instead of trying to improve or fix the problems, or maybe replace some of the management for next year, instead of doing that, maybe they see it as something that's not worth saving. So hey, that's in their wisdom. That's not nothing that has to do with me. I'm just covering it. um but I guess next year I'm just gonna have to do locally wise, SoCal wise, just dances with films, AFI, um and some of the other independent film festival. As far as the big ones, I can't go to Sundance yet. I can't go to South by Southwest yet because of budget. I would love to, though. I would love to. Maybe someday. Your lips to God's ears. But local wise, that LA Film Festival was was always the biggest one. Locally. Now it's no more. Oh well. All right. Before we get to the topic, oh, hey, Tyler's here. Tyler says, at least you have festivals. That's right. Well, Tyler does. Wait. You're from Maryland, right? Does Maryland have a Maryland, maybe Baltimore Film Festival or anything like that locally? Maybe they do. Maybe I don't know, or maybe there's something about that, or to that effect, that you may not know yet, but it's actually happening in your town. I would love to see your coverage of it if it does exist, Tyler. That'd be pretty cool. Because by the way, guys, Tyler is a great unboxer, so make sure you follow his YouTube channel. he's he's a way better unboxer than I. All right, he's way better at unboxing than I will ever be. So make sure you check out Tyler. And Tyler and I will do another collaboration video. I believe it's next week, Tyler. We're gonna be talking about all the Rocky movies leading up to Creed 2. That's right. Hey, I am the tiger. It's gonna be awesome. So make sure you tune into that. Robert, happy Sunday to you too. What up, Robert? Thank you for tuning in as always. At the end of this show today, I will be announcing the winner of Rama Screen Saved by the Bell, the complete collection DVD giveaway. That's right. I've randomly, trust me, I did not, pick and choose. Okay, and no favorite here. I randomly picked the winner of all the people who have entered the giveaway, and I've randomly picked one, and I will announce that one name by the end of the show. So make sure you stick around till then. All right. Real quick before we get to the topic, as always, Rama Screen is at GoFundMe. So if you want to support this channel by donation, it's at gofundme.com/Rama Screen. Or if you want to contribute on a monthly basis, you can do so at patreon.com/Rama Screen. That's patreon.com/Rama Screen. There's all kinds of rewards for you there as well if you sign up for any of the tiers. So let's get to the first topic, shall we? We're making good time here. Sabrina. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Holy crap. Let's see. What did I think of it? Okay, after I binge watched the whole thing, I wanted to do a quick like live stream review of it, but I got too busy that weekend, last weekend. There's some, things just piling up one after another, so I wasn't able to like find the time to sit down and give you guys a live stream review of the season one, like I did with Daredevil season 3. So I want to do it right now, okay? And you guys can chime in if you have watched it too. Now, as always, though, this show contains spoilers, so heads up, I will be discussing spoilers. Overall thought, I liked it. I enjoyed it. Okay, I'll elaborate some more about why I enjoyed it or the reason why I liked it. But I had fun. I was entertained by it. Now, really, really important note is that I don't know about you guys. I grew up when I was a kid in Asia. I grew up in a very conservative Christian family, conservative Christian neighborhood. That's just my upbringing. Nowadays I'm not as religious anymore. I'm like, hey, whatever makes you happy, man. Whatever makes you happy, whatever works. Live and let live. That's golden rule. That's my thing now. But because of my upbringing, there's this, there's still stuff that I was wired, with since I was a kid. So watching the episodes of this dark version of Sabrina, where it features satanic ritual, demonic stuff. Now, I'm a big fan of horror movies, so stuff like that is not a stranger to me, right? It's no stranger to me. But the way the show addresses those elements, for example, they would frequently say that the Christian God is the false God. Like it's like, what, you're joining, or like, what, you spend time in the convent with those nuns, like with the false God. It's like with the unholy spirit. It's funny listening to that, but a part of me that kind of grew up from that conservative Christian family is like a little bit like, oh my God, I had to like unwire it. I had to force myself to be open-minded to listen to those lines in Sabrina's show, because they say it quite a lot, quite often. So that part, at least for me, I find some of those moments hard to adjust to, hard to like, oh, I gotta drag my feet to it. Like, oh, come on, Rama, don't quit the show. Just because of this, it's gonna get more entertaining. Just stick around. This is the nature of the characters anyway. That's how they say things. So that's from my perspective. Just want to share with you guys. That is some of the things that I find uncomfortable about Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. But I eventually, find the whole season to be entertaining. If you ask me, Rama, what's your favorite episode out of the 10 episodes in season 1? I would say my favorite episode is I don't know, I forgot the title. I don't have the title in front of me here. But it's the one where they have this tradition of hazing. You know how we haze newbies in schools, or I hope it doesn't get to bullying or something harmful. Um, well, they have that version in Sabrina, and that episode where it gets pretty harmful, where I think Sabrina has to stare at a tree for like the longest time, and she's not supposed to look back. If she looks back, she dies, and she'll join the other kids who die and become ghosts in that area. And so at the end of the episode, Sabrina kind of uh, retaliates on the people who haze her, and those people are the three sisters, the three witches. And so yeah, I like that episode. That episode is pretty cool. I guess you can file that under, I don't know, Sabrina's anti-bullying episode. Although I want to say, and hazing, to me, unless the people you're hazing finds it very uncomfortable, that they don't want to be hazed, then yeah, maybe you should leave them alone. But yeah, that's my favorite episode. And my favorite character is actually not Sabrina. My favorite character is Prudence, and she's played by, you know what? Let me go to IMDb right now. It's just, I gotta have this in front of me. She is so freaking hot. This girl named Prudence, and she's played by actress. Her name is Tati Gabrielle. Tati Gabrielle. I believe she was also in the series. Yes, The 100. She was in the series The 100 for quite some time, and now she's joined Sabrina. And something about Prudence that's just so deliciously, deliciously evil. Like so malicious, but the way she does it is so sexy that you want her to be malicious towards you, because she does it in such a seductive, temptuous way. That scene where she and her sisters were hazing those three boys in the mine, that was just like fucking hot, fucking hot. That shot was amazing. Of course, the boys get tricked into thinking that they're kissing him. Uh, so Prudence, Tati Gabrielle. ah, if they ever make a spin-off focusing just around her or her character, a full-on show just about Prudence, I would be so down for it. I'd be binge watching that as well. Um, what do I think about Sabrina, the girl who plays Sabrina? Let's get her name on the screen here before. I don't want to. I don't want to misbutcher her name. Kiernan Shipka. Well, anyway, I hope I pronounced that correctly. I suck at pronouncing names. Okay, so obviously this is not the Melissa Joan Hart Sabrina. um, Nothing about this chilling adventures of Sabrina is anything. Nothing about it reminds you of that old, 90s sitcom, um, where that one was like family friendly. I think the cat Salem also like talks, right? In this one, he doesn't talk, but that whole old show, he talks, and he was a bit of a smart ass. I think he's like, he got all these comments, and of course, there's a laugh track because it's taped in front of a live audience. Um, so this series, this new take is, so at times can be creepy, but overall definitely dark. Um, at one point though, I thought once once Sabrina enters the School of Dark Arts, that I was like, oh my god, no, no, let. I hope this doesn't go into like, oh, Hogwarts territory where where we're gonna learn about how to make spells or how to make things float. I had my concerns, when she entered the school. I was like, I thought we were gonna go in for a long season of trying to imitate Harry Potter. Unfortunately, I mean, unfortunately, not, I'll take that back. Fortunately, that's not the case. So, yes, she enters the school, but we don't get this, we don't see the whole teacher teaching her. Maybe we do some in some cases, but not to the extent that Harry Potter is. So that's a good thing. That's refreshing to me. Because if I go to another, like, oh, it's another school in another realm, opposite the school in our realm. So they're teaching this, how to cast spells. Like, oh, we have that in 8 movies of Harry Potter. We don't need that in Sabrina. So that's a good thing, in my opinion. Oh, yeah. What do I think about Kiernan Shipka? I asked my friend Ashley, and Ashley binge watched this show as well, and she has mixed feelings about Kiernan Shipka's performance. I don't want to misparaphrase what Ashley told me, but I think it's to the effect of, I think she finds some of Kiernan Shipka's moments to be not quite spot on, especially the emotional aspects of it. I can understand that. But I think overall, though, for the most part, I think she does her job. I think there's not I was not coming in to I did not come in expecting that Sabrina needs to be at this level, or this Sabrina needs to meet this standards. I did not have that expectations. So because I did not have that expectation, I find her performance to be just fine. I guess the word I'm looking for is serviceable, especially for the story, or the material given to her in this show. I think she does it just fine. Um, I don't know if the show already got renewed for season 2. I missed out on that news. Let me know if you have heard whether or not Sabrina has been renewed for season 2. But I'm all for it, man. I liked it. That climactic part at the in the season finale, the episode 10, woo, with the 13 witches, and how Sabrina ultimately gives in and gives her signature to the devil. I was like, okay, I need to see how this plays out in the next season. I was like, this cannot be good for Sabrina. And yeah, obviously she saves her town from the witches, but she's now beholden to the devil, right? I mean, there's got to be some consequences to that. There's got to be some consequences that come with signing your life away to the devil. I mean, there has to. That's what makes it interesting. So overall, it was a great show to binge watch for Halloween. Um, really, really creepy, really not scary, but just some stuff are just um, freaky show. I like how Michelle Gomez, I believe that's her name, she plays the villain, and she's so fantastic. I think she played the villain in Doctor Who series as well. At least that's what I was told. And I also enjoy how Balky from Perfect Strangers shows up in this show as Principal Hawthorne. It's just fun, 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 fun. But you gotta have the stomach for it. If you are easily, I don't know, squeamish, if you are easily scared, or if you don't like things satanic or Wiccan, or goat head, whatever. If you if you don't like those symbols, those elements, then yeah, I would suggest you stay away from Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, and just stay or watch the reruns of the old Melissa Joan Hart family friendly Sabrina. That's my take on the show. That's my review of Chilling Adventures of Sabrina season 1. What do you think? Did you guys like the show? If you've watched it, if you haven't watched it, what questions do you have about it? Let me know. Maybe I can help. Share your thoughts in the comment section below, as always. All right, before we get to the next topic, let's get to the chat here real quick. Tyler says, Rama, you told me the 18th, but I can fit in next weekend too. Oh, oh, Tyler, it's the 18th, huh? My bad, my bad. Let me check my calendar here on my phone. Is it the 18th? Oh, my bad, bro. My bad. Oh, I'm so terrible at this. Uh okay. You know what, Tyler? I'll hit you up on Twitter, brother. to double confirm whether it's going to be 18th or next weekend. But I'm glad you're flexible about it. I'm glad you're open about next weekend too. So yeah, we'll talk further on that. Robert says there's the Polar Pop. That's right. You know, guys, by now you would think that Polar Pop would, like, I don't know, kind of pay me for endorsements, you know, or either Circle K. Come on, Circle K. I'm selling out here. Where's my payment? Um, Tyler Calvert says the majority of the show's problems was Sabrina's fault. Still enjoy the show though. Okay, all right, no worries. So I take it that you are not sold when it comes to the character Sabrina, or particularly Kiernan Shipka's performance, right? Right? Okay. Robert says Hell Week. Tyler says, how did nobody notice that random building Sabrina goes to which school in That's right. That is like the mystery, or one of the mysteries of the show. I was like, really? I don't think they've thought that out yet, or I don't think they did not think that one through very well. Says, okay, good. So thank you, Tyler. Season 2 is coming. Season 2 of Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, and that's good news because I'm a big fan of the show now. The devil gave her a new hairstyle at the end too. That's right. The hairstyle is white, right? So she was blonde. Now she's like pure white. She's like Elsa now. She's gone full on Elsa. Um, Circle K needs to pay you, Rama. Where's the sponsorship? Really, right, Robert? Come on, Circle K. What is that line from Jerry Maguire? Circle K, show me the money. Wait, I can do this with Tom Cruise. Show me the money. All right. Robert says Bohemian Rhapsody is amazing. I've seen it 3 times already. That's right. Bohemian Rhapsody is indeed amazing. If you guys haven't seen it, please go check it out. One of the most awesomely made movie about a music band that I've ever seen. So, all right. So let's get to the next topic here. Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. Anyway. Okay. Game of Thrones author George R. Martin has officially announced that the Game of Thrones prequel series will be titled The Long Night. Now it's not night like KNIGHT, but it's NIGHT, The Long Night. So he said on his blog, Martin said on his blog, and I quote, casting is now underway for The Long Night, the first of the Game of Thrones successor series to order to film. Yeah, so casting is underway. I think that's the only update that he shares. But let me read to you this also from this past week. Naomi Watts, multiple Oscar nominee Naomi Watts, has joined Game of Thrones prequel, The Long Night. And although details about her character are kept under wraps, obviously, Variety reported that her character is described as a charismatic socialite hiding a dark secret. Ooh, what is that secret? That she has multiple Oscar nominations but no win yet. But yeah, I love Naomi Watts. I adore her. I met her at the press junket for Impossible, one of the most beautiful women alive. So congratulations to her for getting this gig. So HBO ordered the pilot for Game of Thrones prequel, which comes from screenwriter, producer Jane Goldman, and author George R. Martin. Um, if you recall, HBO actually, prior to this, had been developing several ideas for possible spin-off, and they've decided to move forward with this one. So they had like a writer's room, different potential ideas, and they went with this one ultimately, which is set, the story is set thousands of years before the events in Game of Thrones. And the log line is, let me read the log line here with a very gravitas voice. From the horrifying secrets of Westeros history to the true origin of the White Walkers, the mysteries of the East to the Starks of legend. It's not the story we think we know. No word yet when the production on this prequel will start, but um, Game of Thrones season finale, season 8, will be airing in 2019. By the way, guys, as stoked as I am about Game of Thrones prequel, The Long Night, I'm also half sad at the fact that Game of Thrones, it's, the original Game of Thrones show, is coming to an end. I mean, this has been just, I don't know. I'm at a loss for words here. It's just such a majestic, grand, elaborate, epic, spectacular show. Like no other show out there, is like Game of Thrones. Um, and it's just like HBO goes all out, man. Um, I don't know exactly the budget, but you can tell it's very expensive, and they film it like in different or several regions of the world. It's just like for sometimes for each episode there'll be like filming in this area, filming in I don't know Iceland, whatever, and it's like wow, how do they? It takes major coordination, major organization. I saw the featurette one time on Game of Thrones, I believe season 5 Blu-ray, how they film one episode that consists of like various locations, throughout, and just the amount of like the cast and crew, the extras. Oh, when I was watching that, all I could think of like expensive, costly. How much money goes into that? Because man, they go all out, man. Spared no expense. So and the story itself is great quality. So they got good return on investment. And they win Emmys like crazy too. So it's gonna be, as stoked as I'm about the long night, it's gonna be quite the goodbye. It's gonna be quite the heartfelt goodbye when Game of Thrones closes its curtains. It's gonna be quite an event too, and we're all gonna be there, right? Um, and it's gonna be 6 episodes. The final season will air sometime in the first half of 2019. Um, what if you ask me, Rama? What do I want to see happen in Game of Thrones prequel, The Long Night? Um, I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna have dragons. I would like to see dragons again. Um, I would like to see sex again. Game of Thrones. Although people always like make a big deal of Game of Thrones sex scenes, but I kid you not, man, the sex scenes in the series Spartacus. Have you seen the Spartacus series? I think it was like 3 seasons. I think 4 seasons, 3 seasons. Well, anyway, the sex scenes in that one are more hardcore. But I remember there was a debate at one point about how I think it was actor Kit Harington who plays Jon Snow. Don't quote me. I can't remember right now on top of my head. But there was an argument about how come Game of Thrones shows a lot of full on nudity on the women's side, but there's no full on nudity on the men's side. My counter argument to that is that they've shown some. I mean, maybe not to the same degree with the women. But if you recall, I think the episode where Cersei Lannister uh, walks down that stairs of shame, everybody's like shame, 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 shame. Remember that she was walking nude, and some of the people not that she that were in that crowd, some of them throw stuff at her. Some of them, I think one or two actually exposes themselves at her, or flashes himself at her. So, and I remember also that sex scene with Esme Bianco and can't remember on the top of my head. And he shows his penis. So I think maybe to that topic, sure, yeah, there's still more full on nudity on the women's side compared to the men's side, but I think Game of Thrones has effort wise, Game of Thrones has done more, to equalize between gender nudity compared to other shows on other premium cable, like Cinemax or Showtime or Stars. They're mostly just show the women and that's it, but there's no men. So you got to give Game of Thrones some credit for that. So I think they show some effort at least. But I don't know why I end up talking about sex and graphic nudity here. It's so weird. But I think that's part of the many things that you're gonna be remembering about Game of Thrones, in addition to the great story, of course, and the great characters. Okay, that's it. Share your thoughts about this topic. Let me know what you think about it. Are you excited about The Long Night, which is the prequel? Are you sad or about Game of Thrones ending, or do you think like, oh, it's time for it to end? This is a good time as any, end on a high note kind of deal. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, let's get the check before we get to the next topic. Tyler says humming the Game of Thrones theme demonetized. That's right. Game of Thrones will never truly end, just like how Star Wars, Harry Potter, and the Lord of the Rings will never end. Oh, yeah. Why is that, man? Why? They keep milking that cow. They keep milking the Star Wars cow, the Harry Potter cow with the Fantastic Beasts. I'm like, we could take a break, right? We could really, as audiences and as fans, we could really take a break from some of those franchises, and we could use more variety. Come on, the keyword is variety, guys. Why do we have to have Fantastic Beasts 23 when we can, create something original or something new? Um, Robert says, Rama, you should do voiceover for the movie trailers. Robert, I would, but because English is my second language, I still have that accent kicking in. You can hear really, really, if you hear closely, my accent is still kind of strong there in the back of my throat. Funko Pop Lover for Life says, hello, hello, Funko Pop Lover for Life. And Tyler says they're milking Indiana Jones too. That's right. Freaking A. They're milking Indiana Jones' tit. Dr. Jones has, tit. So you go like this, milking it, milking. And then Dr. Jones like, no, let me go. I want to be an archaeologist. No, we got to milk you. We got to milk you. All right. So, all right, let's get to the next topic here. Before we get to the next topic, reminder that tonight is the Walking Dead episode where Rick Grimes dies. All right. So make sure you tune in, because after the episode, I will be sharing my thoughts, live stream review of the Walking Dead episode, the goodbye episode of Andrew Lincoln's Rick Grimes. That's happening tonight. God, after 8 years, I'm sorry, was it 8 years or 9 years? 9 years, 9 seasons. Andrew Lincoln is saying goodbye to The Walking Dead, and we're gonna be crying by the end of this episode tonight. We're gonna be Rick, don't go. Why, Rick? Why? See, this is why you should not ride a horse in between or in the middle of swarming zombies, because horses panic easily, guys. You know that. Horses get afraid easily. They freak out easily. Jeez. You would think that somebody who's been a sheriff and who's ride horses all his life would know that. Jeez, freaking Rick. Damn, man. All right, so the next topic is Gladiator sequel. Wood, are you not entertained? Gladiator is one of my favorite movies of all time. Is one of those movies that I can watch again and again, especially those fiery Maximus line, about I will have my vengeance. Uh, uh, what did he say again? He said something about death always smiles at you. All you can do is just smile back. Oh, there's some great moments, some great lines. I'll talk a bit about those further. Let's see here. Gladiator coming up. There you go. Got it on my screen. All right. So it won Best Picture It's a 2000 film. It won Best Picture in the winter 2001. Five Oscars, including Best Picture and Best Actor for Russell Crowe. And now, get ready for the sequel. I'm reading off of Deadline here, Deadline Hollywood. Gladiator director Ridley Scott is developing the sequel that will follow Lucilla, Connie Nielsen's son, Lucius. So the story will focus on Lucius, who is the nephew of Joaquin Phoenix's character Commodus. Joaquin Phoenix's character was the villain in the first movie. And spoiler alert, of course, you know this show contains spoilers. Even though Maximus, Russell Crowe's character, dies at the end, Maximus left an impression on young Lucius. So Ridley Scott is developing this project with screenwriter Peter Craig. Peter Craig, you know him for his work on such movies as The Town. And although the first movie was made by DreamWorks and distributed by Universal, this sequel will be housed at Paramount. But Universal has the option to co-finance. Okay, so Gladiator sequel. What do I think? My first reaction is dumb, 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 dumb. This is such a dumb idea. All right. Less than stupid, less than zero, idiotic, shitty. What else? What else? What other words? Terrible. Why the hell would you make a Gladiator sequel? So yeah, those are some of my reactions. You can pick which one. Um, these guys, come on. Okay, who among us Gladiator fans have been asking all these years for like, I wonder what happens to that little kid Lucius. Nobody thinks that. No, nobody's wondering about that. Okay. The appeal of Gladiator is everything but about Lucius. It's what I love about Gladiator is the battle scenes, is how the way they recreate Colosseum is so epic. The CG so looks convincing. Of course, Russell Crowe's performance, and I said earlier, the writing, it has some of the most memorable lines. You know, the story itself, it's a revenge story. You know me, I'm a sucker for revenge stories. You know, I've mentioned that to you many times before. So no, there's nothing about the enjoyment of Gladiator movie was about Lucius. It's just so the idea of Ridley Scott thinking like, oh, I think people would want to know about Lucius, right? Right? Nobody. Ah. By the way, Lucius was played by actor Spencer Treat Clark. I believe when he was, don't quote me on this, I want to say third, in his teenage years. Let's just leave it at that. He's all grown up now. But do I think that they're gonna, if they move forward with this project, that they're gonna have him back? They're gonna cast Spencer Treat Clark again to reprise this role? I doubt it. I think if this project moves forward, they're gonna get an A-lister, maybe an Oscar nominee like Lucas Hedges or Timothy Chalamet, a big name. So even though Spencer Treat Clark has been doing pretty well as an actor, I think he's in that show Animal Kingdom on TNT. But he's not a big star, so and Ridley Scott likes to have big stars attached to his projects or be stars of his project, like Michael Fassbender, Russell Crowe, Christian Bale, people like those. So, this is just a cash grab. Ridley Scott running out of ideas. He's a fantastic filmmaker, one of the best of all time. But after Prometheus and Robin Hood and everything that follows after that, you just kind of like wonder, like, what is going on with Ridley Scott, man? I mean, why is he making these films, and why is he making them so shitty? So you can't help but wonder. I remember at one point he even wanted to make Monopoly movie, which is based on the Monopoly board game. I was like, what? Come on, really? Let's get real here. All right. So what do you think about Gladiator sequel focusing on the little kid Lucius? I mean, the little kid is even he's a royalty. All right, he's doing okay in the first movie. He's not like there's no adversity. It's not like he's struggling, or it's not like he's a slave trying to avenge or trying to climb up to the top of the hierarchy. No, he's okay. He's a royalty kid. I don't know what story you can build about or around that character. It's just so dumb. Anyway, what do you guys think? Are you stoked about Gladiator sequel, or what do you want to see happen to Lucius in Gladiator sequel? What storyline would you give him? So share your thoughts in the comment section below, as always, and subscribe to this channel. All right, before we get to the next topic here, all right. Let's see. What is it? Where we are? Okay. Robert says the winner is going to be announced at the end of the live stream. That's right. The winner of the Saved by the Bell collection DVD. Tyler Calvert says literally nobody was asking for a Gladiator sequel. Right. And then Tyler says somebody remove Ridley Scott, please. Can anybody find me somebody to remove Ridley Scott from making new movies based on his previous films? To use Queen's song on this context. Robert says, please no Gladiator sequel. What's next is Ridley Scott going to make us? What's next is Ridley Scott going to make a sequel to Thelma and Louise? Says Tyler Calvert. That is funny. That is so hilarious, Tyler. Because I'm thinking here. I'm just shooting in the dark, right? So their car, they drive off the cliff, right? And then that's it. That the end credits roll. But what if they actually made it to the other side? There's another like cliff on it that did not actually fall down. They actually like made it, to the next side, to the other side. And so the cops, you see on the cops, they're in the distance, like scratching their heads, baffled, like, oh my God, they just pulled an evil Knievel on us. Dude, holy crap. Tyler, we got to make that movie, brother. Thelma and Louise too. Thelma and Louise survived the jump. We can do it. All right. The second to let's see here. The next topic is Bad Boys 3. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys. See, I just sang the Bad Boys song. That means I'm probably gonna get demonetized, according to Tyler. So, Will Smith and Martin Lawrence posted this Instagram video announcing to the world that Bad Boys 3, aka Bad Boys for Life, is officially happening. After all these years of wondering, after all these years of like, I'll believe it when I see it, it is now for certain that the project is indeed moving forward. Sony Pictures' Bad Boys for Life reunites Will Smith and Martin Lawrence as Miami PD's finest, Mike Lowry and Marcus Burnett. The latest version of the script was by screenwriter Chris Bremer. Production will start early 2019 for theatrical release in January 2020 during Martin Luther King Jr. weekend. But Michael Bay is not expected to return to direct this third round. Okay, real quick. I like the first. I'm sorry. Let me put it this way. Bad Boys franchise or Bad Boys movies are probably on the top of my favorite Michael Bay movies. And I'm not a big fan of Michael Bay. But those Bad Boys movies, man, they are fun. And you know what? I like Bad Boys 2 way better than I did Bad Boys 1. Even though Téa Leoni is fucking hot in the first one. Oh, Téa Leoni back then was she's still if you've seen her these days, she still looks good. But I like Bad Boys 2 way better because I remember that, as my friend Dimitri reminded me the other day, the Bad Boys 2 has that long rotating tracking shot. There's a gunshot scene, gunfight, not gunshot, gunfight scene between Mike Lowry, Mark Burnett, and the bad guys. The coke dealers, what have you. And so bullets flying everywhere, and you see the long tracking camera shot going around, like rotating. Oh my goodness, That's a great sequence. And one of my favorite scenes also in Bad Boys 2, because I've been to Miami many times. For work back in the day, and I remember going on that same freeway, the same highway, um, where they I'm trying to remember the scene. Okay, it's a chase sequence. Um, Shots firing everywhere, every direction, and I believe the bad guys, as part of their diversion, um, shot up this truck full of like cars on them, or boats. So at one point you see like a boat flying over Martin Lawrence's head. It's like whoo, and you see Martin Lawrence like whoa. When they're in the car and they're speeding. It's a high speed chase. Um, and of course the Humvee sequence at the end. Oh man, it's just such a great, fun, chaotic kind of movie, because and Joe Pantoliano, who plays the boss or the captain, with his woosha woosha. Oh, so awesome. So am I excited for Bad Boys 3? Hell yeah, I'm excited for Bad Boys 3. And you know what? I mentioned this to brother Anthony on Twitter. It is so good to have Martin Lawrence back. It's so good to have Martin Lawrence back, because he's been absent from the big screen all these years, right? And um, you got to hand it to Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart has been doing a fine job filling in for Martin Lawrence. Kevin has been in one comedy movie after the next. You keep seeing Kevin Hart every 5 months or so on the big screen. That used to be Martin Lawrence. That you keep seeing. Like there's a new movie of Martin Lawrence every other, I don't know, quite frequently, I must say. Uh, National Security, Black Knight, Big Mama's House, Big Mama's House 2. uh, and then he's just poof, he got College Road Trip. Some of his movies are dumb, I know, but it's just like you miss him. You kind of miss seeing Martin Lawrence. Martin Lawrence, the comedy movie star, needs to come back, and I'm glad he's coming back with this Bad Boys 3. It's just, I know. Oh, by the way, before we get to the next topic, just real quick, remind you that there's gonna be a spin-off TV series starring Gabriel Union, because Gabriel Union is a character from Bad Boys 2, and she's teaming up with Jessica Alba, and so she's reprising her character, but it's gonna be set in Los Angeles, and the title is called LA's Finest, which is very appropriate because both Gabrielle Union and Jessica Alba are fine. So it's like LA's Finest. Hell yeah, they're LA's Finest. So I'm guessing that Gabrielle Union will not be returning or reprising her role for Bad Boys 3. So that's my assumption for now. But yeah. Oh, by the way, before we get to the next topic, let's play this video. Let's play this video real quick here. Let's play. Can you hear it? Let's play here. Everybody, let's hear it.
Yo, I'm telling y'all.
Yo,
this is crazy. Wait.
This is crazy. Wait.
Just wait.
Wait.
It's official. It's official.
It's official. It's official.
Boys 3. It's happening. It's official. It's official. I'm telling you. Yo, that's it. No more. Y'all can't handle no more of that.
Yo. That's probably like the best, or one of the best announcements of any movie projects I've ever seen. Yo, I'm gonna do that next time. Like, yo, it's official. When Rama Screen gets on iTunes later this month, I'll be like, yo, it's official. It's official. Rama Screen is on iTunes. Oh, it's official. You can download the audio now. Oh, it's official. You can't handle this. That's it. Oh man, I can't wait. Shake a tail feather. Bad Boys 3. Bad Boys for Life, ride or die. Let's rock this. Share your thoughts about this topic in the comment section below. All right, let's get to chat real quick here. Tyler says, while I consider both Bad Boys films guilty pleasures, I think too much time has passed since Bad Boys 2. Okay, so I'm guessing uh your argument is that it may be too late now for Bad Boys 3. You know, they should not have waited this long. That's a fair argument, and I think that's some. There are some sequels out there that feel that way, like Sin City 2. Remember Sin City 2? It was like a decade after Sin City 1, and so nobody cared about Sin City 2 anymore by this time. So they should have done it like long time ago. So yeah, that is a concern. Tyler says the chase scene where all the dead bodies stuffed with drugs kept flying out of the cars. Yes, yes. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you. See, I have this short-term memory. I need a reminder every now and then. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Tyler. Um, all right. So, real quick here, the next topic is all right. We're making good time. The new Penny Dreadful series. Now, if you haven't seen the Penny Dreadful, the previous one, this is probably not much of an interest for you, but I was a huge fan of Penny Dreadful series starring Eva Green. Why? Because I think Eva Green is one of the hottest women on earth. I met her junket for Sin City 2. Oh god, I was like, she was like right in front of me, man. It's just like, oh my god, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. I've been a big fan of her since The Dreamers, um, for all the obvious reasons. So Showtime has announced that the next installment or next chapter of Penny Dreadful saga is happening with the title Penny Dreadful City of Angels. So Penny Dreadful aired, I think, in 2014. I think it's 2014 all the way to 2016 for 3 seasons, and it was set in the like eight, I want to say 19th century London. So, and the focus was horror characters, horror legends like Jekyll and Hyde, Dracula, Dorian Gray, Van Helsing, the Wolfman, and so yeah, so any horror folklore horror creature, it's part of that installment, Penny Dreadful. Now, Penny Dreadful City of Los Angeles. So now the show has become like an anthology, just like any other show these days. Everything's anthology. There's no consistency anymore. So don't expect Eva Green or Josh Hartnett or Timothy Dalton from the previous installment. Don't expect any of them to return because Penny Dreadful City of Los Angeles will be set in 1938 LA, a time and place deeply fused with Mexican American folklore and social tension, rooted in the conflict between the characters connected to the deity Santa Muerte and others allied with the devil. The show will explore an exciting mix of the supernatural and the combustible reality of that period, creating new occult myths and moral dilemmas within a genuine historical backdrop. This chapter is a bold new vision that will employ all new characters and storylines. Okay, I'm excited about this. Now, do I know much about Mexican American folklore? No, I don't. As you know, I'm Indonesian. I grew up in Asia. Um, I haven't read much about Mexican American folklore. I don't know what creatures are part of that Mexican American folklore. I only hear bits and pieces about chupacabra. I think that's what they call it, right? Chupacabra. Um, and there's another uh, creature or ghost that they're making a movie about that myth that's coming up. I think it's WB, and they had a trailer not too long ago, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, it's that urban legend from the Mexican folklore." But when I saw the trailer, I was like, "Okay, I don't know much about it, but it looks interesting." Um, but of course, I'm a big horror fans. I'm a big supernatural thriller fans. That's why I watched Sabrina, as I mentioned to you earlier. So yeah, I'm very, very excited about this Penny Dreadful series. And it's a chance to show a more diverse cast, right? So and that's always a good thing. Why the hell not? Bring it on, Right now, I don't have any objections or any strong opinions other than like, yeah, show me the episodes and I'll be the judge of them. Um, that's it. What do you guys think about Penny Dreadful, City of Los Angeles? I'm sorry, not City of Los Angeles. What did I say? City of Los Angeles? City of Angels. Jeez, Rama. The title is Penny Dreadful, City of Angels, not Los Angeles. The story is set in Los Angeles, 1938, but the title is Penny Dreadful, City of Angels. So, what do you think? What do you guys think about it? Are you excited? Are you familiar with the Mexican American folklore? If you are, what do you want to see included from the Mexican American folklore in this show? What do you want to see them include in the show? Let me know. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, subscribe to this channel. All right. Before we get to the last topic here, um, Tyler says that's right. The La Llorona. Thank you, Tyler. See, I need folks like you guys to remind me. I'm aging here. My memory's not as sharp as it used to be. I'm going senile. So I don't know much about the La Llorona myth or urban legend. Um, but I'm looking forward to the movie. And you know what? If Penny Dreadful City of Angels has or features its own version of La Llorona arc, that'd be pretty cool too. Maybe something that's different from the movie that's coming up, right? So you can have two interpretation of the same myth. All right, last topic before I announce the winner of Saved by the Bell Complete Collection DVD. By the way, make sure you, if you want to donate to Rama Screen, that's GoFundMe.com/Rama Screen. If you want to contribute monthly, that's Patreon.com/Rama Screen. And make sure you also tune in for my live stream review of the Walking Dead episode tonight after the episode airs. And that's the final episode for Andrew Lincoln Rick Grimes. He's kaput. He's dead. So make sure you tune in. All right, last topic, final topic. That's right, Robert. The Curse of La Llorona. That's right. Thank you for the reminder on that. I appreciate that. All right, the last topic is the Meg sequel. The Meg sequel, everybody. Can you believe that somebody actually saw, or well, maybe the guy who made the first movie. Somebody saw how the movie made money in the box office and is like, this warrants a sequel. Even though the first movie is shitty, why not? Why not? Right? Why not? Let me read to you here off of Deadline Hollywood. The Meg executive producer, Catherine Zuzun Yin, acknowledged that a sequel to this summer shark movie is in the works. And I quote, "That is definitely the plan. It's still in the very early stages. It's still in the very early stages, but we're working on it. We're trying to keep it secret at this time." That's it. That's the only quote that the Meg executive producer, Catherine Zuzun Jing, gave on this topic, on this matter of the Meg 2. The Meg producer, Belle Avery, is also looking forward to sequels. She bought the rights to Steve Alton's books. There are no discussion right now about Meg theme park rides. I know maybe some of you may be asking, like, sure, are we gonna have the Meg roller coaster? There's no talks about that yet. the website says it, not me. The website says there are no talks about the Meg theme park yet. The Meg 2 doesn't have screenwriters yet as well, and it's not greenlit by Warner Brothers. So right now, everything is in the early stages of development. They're still talking about it. They're still negotiating stuff. But what's my reaction to this? Okay, when the movie came out, I think it's early August, right? I didn't do a review of it. I end up watching it, in the local theater because I didn't get to screen it. Fucking WB, man. WB always pisses me off. Anyway, so I watched it in the local theater and I came out. It's like, wow. 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 That was not Jaws. Definitely. Woo. And unfortunately, we can't ask for refund. So that's about, maybe I want to say, $16 down the drain. Hmm. So many ridiculous scenes. So many ridiculous scenes in the Meg. Okay, spoiler time. Okay, do you remember when Rainn Wilson dies? His death scene. He's going like, jellyfish, jellyfish, and then the shark just ah. I'm like, what? Oh, I feel so sorry for Rainn Wilson. Oh, and there's so many actors there too. Like Ruby Rose is in that one, and the guy from Fear the Walking Dead. And I'm like, oh my god, these guys must be short on cash that they need to do this gig. Uh, and Jason Statham. Oh, the first time when he says like, it's Megalodon. The first time he like spots the Meg from a distance, it's Megalodon. You know, there's that raspy, low Jason Statham's voice. And at the end, when he like he uses his ship or whatever watership, whatever you call it, against the Meg, and he jumps out with that stick and just like shoves it right into the Meg's eye, and you know what? I kind of where the Meg comes and terrorizes the beachgoers, the vacationers. That scene was just so underwhelming, you know, compared to Piranha 3D. Do you remember Piranha 3D with Jerry O'Connell and Kelly Brooks and um, Elizabeth? I can't remember right now in her name, but yeah, that scene where the piranhas attack the vacationers, the beach, the swimmers. Oh man, that scene was bloody, was gory, it was so awesome. You know, you see limbs flying everywhere, and it's like, you know, every people are screaming. In this one, they kind of like, really, you have a prehistoric shark, you know, the biggest shark in the world, and all you could do is like just show a few bits and pieces of people, yeah, screaming, and then it cuts to like the shark being lured away by an old, like a sound wave. Like, really, I want that to be the highlight of the movie, and yet they cannot even give that to me. You know, it's already disappointing enough that the movie overall is bad, and they can't even do the beach attack right. It's just so oh my god, why do we need the Meg 2? Well, Rama, why do we need Gladiator 2? That's a good question, my friend. I I have no idea. I really don't know. You know, um, the Meg was shitty. It was shitty. I have a friend who actually liked the Meg, and he's rare on that front. And you know what? That's fine. If you like the Meg, that's cool. I probably would watch the Meg again just for the laughs. Just fast forward to some of the ridiculous scenes and just laugh, laugh, laugh. And you know, as an Asian, I don't want to belittle my Asian actors out there, you know, because the Meg, the Meg is a co-production, right, between China and Hollywood, and that's good. That's all good. Well, and they're doing more and more of that these days with other projects as well. But man, the Asian actors, you know, I'm 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 not saying that this in a mean way, but I know you probably have dialogue or accent coach or you know, English language coach, but let's get that line flowing nicely, you know, because I remember that once there's one moment where, or there's several moments, I should say, but one moment where Sun Yi, the character Sun Yi, says to Jason Statham, she says, "Let me do what I do best." Can't you say that with conviction, Sun Yi? Can't you say that with like, can't you make it flow naturally instead of something that sounds like you're, you know, regurgitating what you just memorized, you know, or instead of trying to enunciate, let's just say like, let me do what I do best, or let me do what I do best. Jonah, I think that's his name. Jonas. Let me do what I do best. Let me do what I do best. So, to my fellow Asians out there, you know, that want to make it in Hollywood, let's show them, man. Let's up the bar. Let's train ourselves to be better actors. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. All right. Even for a movie that's as shitty as The Meg, you can always be at least performing well or at a decent level. Um, but yeah, it's a low bar though, considering that it's starring Jason Statham. What do you expect acting wise from Jason Statham? But to counter argue that, at least we have Jason Statham versus the Meg, literally at the end. You know, he kicks its ass. So Jason Statham has to kick somebody's ass at the very least in his movies. So at least it has that. So what do you guys think? The Meg 2. Uh, are you why why the Meg 2 of all the sequels that can be made? Why? What do you guys think? And what do you guys think the title should be? I want to hear your funniest suggestion of titles for the Meg 2. It's gonna be okay. Let's get to the chat. I think we have some here. Tyler says two. Tyler says two Meg 2 Furious. uh, Robert's filling me in on the curse of La Llorona's myth. He says Llorona's children was drowned in a river. That's why she seeks out children by the river. Thank you for that. I think that is the synopsis of the movie, and that is the urban legend of it. Thank you, Robert. Tyler says, "Give me more Jason Statham fighting giant shark." The Asian actor from Heroes. Everyone needs a paycheck, says Robert. Elizabeth Shue. There you go. Thanks, Robert, from Piranha 3D. Tyler says, make the Meg fight another giant beast. I'm pleased the ridiculousness. Robert says, the Meg should have been rated R. It was originally. Yeah, I would have liked it if it was rated R. They would not have held back that much. Tyler says the Meg versus Skyscraper. Oh my god! You know how we have a Fast and Furious spinoff? Hobbs and Shaw, Jason Statham and Dwayne Johnson. Dude, Jason Statham can have Dwayne Johnson show up in the Meg too. You know what I'm saying? And then just like dual tandem again, teaming up against the shark. It can happen, man. I mean, Dwayne Johnson calls himself the franchise Viagra anyway, right? He's the franchise Viagra. I'm the guy who injects life into a franchise. So why not? Why not have Dwayne Johnson also show up in the Meg too? Robert says the Meg is no Jaws. It was just okay for me. I want to see Jason punch out the Meg. Gaming Rank says, hi, Gaming Rank. The Meg versus the Predator. Oh my God, yes. The Meg versus the Predator. I would totally pay tickets to see that. Oh, man. And you know what? After the Predator, this year's Predator, which was shitty. Say it with me now. Shitty. I mean, it was so shitty. It was like on the same level of comical as the Meg. So I would not be surprised. I mean, a title like the Meg versus the Predator, it's not like far flung. Let's make it happen, people. Let's make it happen. The Meg versus Skyscraper. All right. So before I announce the winner of Gaming Rank says, have you seen the new Halloween movie? Yes, I've seen the new Halloween movie and I loved it, Gaming Rank. I love the new Halloween movie. So make sure you check out my video review of the new Halloween movie right here at Rama Screen YouTube channel. Just check it under the playlist review and you'll see it there. It's amazing. Yeah, Robert, testifies. He says, I've seen it. It's awesome. Yes, I agree. The Meg versus China, says Tyler. The Meg versus China. Oh, gaming. Okay, so you've seen it. Right, there you go. Right on, man. Rock on, brother. Rock on. All right, before I announce the winner of the Saved by the Bell Complete Collection DVD, reminder again, Rama Screen is at GoFundMe. So if you want to donate to help support this channel, it's gofundme.com/Rama Screen. If you want to contribute monthly on a monthly basis, that's patreon.com/Rama Screen. That's patreon.com/Rama Screen. $2 per month can go a long way. So make sure if you love the channel, please do so. And stay tuned for tonight. I will be coming back doing live stream review of the Walking Dead episode where Andrew Lincoln's character Rick Grimes dies. So we're gonna say goodbye to Andrew Lincoln's Rick Grimes tonight after The Walking Dead airs. So make sure you tune in for that. Uh, Tyler says the Meg versus Titans. Robert says the Meg versus the San Gabriel Valley. Wow, the whole valley, huh? Okay, the Meg versus LA County. There you go. All right. Before we end this, the winner of Rama Screen, Saved by the Bell, the complete collection DVD giveaway is, drum roll, please. Drum roll. How do you drum roll? There you go. I don't have drum effect right now in front of me. And the winner is Rose Langell. I'm sorry if I pronounced that last name incorrectly, but it's Rose Langell. And she is from Canada, Ontario, Canada. Wow. A Rama Screen fan from outside the United States. So thank you so much. A boot. Congratulations, eh? I'm a big fan of Canadians, and salute to you, Rose. And I'm so happy that in Canada, weed is now legal nationwide. You are so lucky, lucky Canadians, winning Saved by the Bell, the complete collection DVD giveaway. And make sure you subscribe to Rama Screen channel, because I will be announcing some more giveaways in the next few weeks to come. And Rama Screen is coming to audio. It will be available for you to download on audio from iTunes later this month. So make sure you tune in for that. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching this weekly show, Rocking It with Rama Screen Live. Tyler says, who knew Canadians like Saved by the Bell? Who doesn't like Saved by the Bell? Everybody loves Saved by the Bell because we're all saved by the bell. All right. Come back next Sunday, 3 p.m. Pacific time for Rocking It with Rama Screen Live. And as always, say it with me now. Let's rock this.